So my mom was born Mary Martha Strasburger, June 29th, 1929, in Dallas, Texas. She grew up in Dallas, went to college in Austin at the University of Texas, went to nursing school in Galveston, and ended up back in Dallas, where she met my father at the Children's Hospital. So anybody that ever meets my mom always comments on the fact that she is just such a nice person. She always wants to do the right thing, always say the right thing, just be a good person. So my mom was in a play in college, and she had one of the lead roles. It required her to kiss the other man at the end of the play on stage, but she refused. She said, "You'll have to rewrite the script because I am not going to kiss him on stage." My dad, on the other hand, was such a naughty boy. So we often wondered as kids, how did my dad convince my mom to marry him? Well, one trick up of his sleeve was that he would go to her house in the evening and sing Italian love songs under her window. He would serenade her, and she would listen down and think, "Oh, what a romantic person." He totally tricked her. When I think of the greatest generation, I think of my mother and how she was really shaped by all of the experiences that generation went through. She was born the year the stock market crashed. She grew up during the Depression, and then it ended in World War II. And that was when her favorite brother was sent off to war and was killed on Iwo Jima. So she was squarely part of that generation that just grew up thinking of life as something that you don't take for granted. And it also shaped her way of wanting to be a person of service, of helping others, of being compassionate towards others, of not ever putting herself first, always putting others first. The most astonishing thing about my mother is that she gave everybody an incredible gift, and that was a gift of time. She took care of everything. She ran the household, and she gave not just my dad a gift of time, but all of the children as well. Another word I would use to describe my mom is steadfast, an anchor, somebody who grounded everybody in the family. I can honestly say that the Cade Museum would not exist were it not for my mother. She took care of the household, she took care of everything so that he could concentrate on his work. And she felt, that's what I want to do to show my love to my husband, is let him accomplish his dreams. She poured that time and energy into each one of her 6 children, wanting to help them achieve their goals and their dreams. My mother would always sing this song called "Count Your Many Blessings." When we were kids and would come home from school, if we were discouraged, if we had had a terrible day, things were rotten, Mom would say, "Count your many blessings, count them one by one. Don't be discouraged, don't get overwhelmed. Focus on what's good and not on all the bad things that just happened." That was how she showed her resilience. And that lesson really stayed with me throughout this whole museum project. It's been 14 years, and it's not been easy. There have been many ups and downs, many times when I was discouraged and thought, this load is way too much for me to bear. And that song would be back in my mind. Count your many blessings, count them one by one.
Are you ever burdened with a load of care? Does the cross seem heavy you are called to bear? Count your many blessings, every doubt will fly, and you will be singing as the days go by. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings. I sing it different every time.